probably recognize that music. It's the Light Cavalry overture, something that's been heard everywhere in commercials, movies, and pops concerts. But there's been a mystery about it for over 100 years. What show does it come from? Well, we are about to solve that. Hi, I'm Tom Petiet, Managing Director of the Comic Opera Guild, and it's been my pleasure for many years to lead this company into adventures in comic opera. Well, I know it may not sound like the place for adventure, but believe me, it really is. The realm of comic opera and operetta is a treasure trove of musicals into which people can escape for a happy time away from the drudgery or tragedy of modern life. But it's not all fluff. For the best of these shows are works full of social commentary, lightheartedly delivered, of course. If it sounds like fun, yeah, it is, but it also involves a lot of hard work to make it that way. We don't do the common shows, but rather the uncommon ones that may never have been done before in this country. To do this is a kind of treasure hunting, and for that we need your help. Our production of Von Suppe's Light Cavalry will finally bring this show up from the depths, and we hope you will want to be a part of the expedition into the unknown. Our talented company will ultimately produce the first commercial recording of this show, the first copies of which will go to you.
The Comic Opera Guild has, for nearly half a century, been providing American audiences with shows that they can often not see or hear anywhere else. The mission of the Guild is to preserve the art form of light opera through quality and imaginative performances. By combining professional and amateur performers, it is able to produce rare works that would be impossible for many other groups. Since its inception, the Guild has recorded every production, and now has a catalog of nearly 100 recordings, many of which are the only ones available. Now this takes talent, dedication, and skills, things that usually come with a high price tag. The Guild has been fortunate throughout its history to have writers, artists, and performers willing to contribute much of their time to the effort, with the result that Guild editions are now rented across the country. But reviving shows, even with much donated time, is still a risky and expensive business. We feel that Von Suppe's Light Cavalry is an historically important work. This Viennese operetta is one of the first of its kind, and was first to include Hungarian, even Gypsy themes. In making the first English-language version, we've actually created a whole new show with completely reimagined dialogue and new lyrics in English. Although the orchestration is no longer available, the manuscript was discovered in a German library and brought to this country to be made into parts. The challenge is to reproduce the orchestrations and fund our orchestra.
Hello, we are members of the orchestra for the Comic Opera Guild, which will be producing Light Cavalry by Franz Von Suppe. We are very excited to be part of this production because it's the first time this work is being done in the United States. It's great to be part of this experience where orchestra members get to play with singers, actors, and work with stage crew rather than just performing by ourselves.
You notice she did not say Light Cavalry overture. That is a part of this, but what they're doing is the complete opera, and that's what's special about this production.
And it's really just fantastic music, and it really needs to be kept alive, and we're hoping to do that, and if we don't do it, nobody will.
My name is Katie Kujala, and I've had the privilege of working with the Comic Opera Guild in a few productions. I encourage you to invest in this organization because it has been wonderful for my career personally and for others in their endeavors. I've had people personally ask me on my resume, "Oh, you've done this show? Fantastic, it's hardly ever done." So what an opportunity for young singers and for singers in general to be able to be part of an organization that gives back to not only the singers but to the community. And such a beautiful wealth, a treasure trove of music is in the operetta field. So it's nice to have that bridge between opera and musical theater. So once again, I encourage you to invest in the Comic Opera Guild because it really does make such a difference in our lives, in your lives. It helps to enrich the future of musicians. Thanks so much.
Hi, my name is Pat Johnson. I'm an accompanist for the Comic Opera Guild, and I'm the current president of COG. The Guild has always recorded all of its performances throughout the decades, but only in recent years have we concentrated on distributing those recordings to the public. Here are some recordings we've done from the last decade or so. Our recording of Light Cavalry, as the first commercially available recording of this show ever, is sure to add to the recorded legacy of light opera throughout the world, and we hope that you're interested in investing in this remarkable project. Thank you.
In order to do the show properly, we need to raise money above and beyond admission revenue. Due to falling grant funding and increasing costs, we are hoping people across the country, like you, will want to bring another valuable show back to life. We are seeking funding for the pit orchestra, without which justice can't be done to this score. You can have confidence that your investment will be wisely placed, for the Guild has never failed to complete a production in its history. With your help, we can put working instrumentalists in the pit and give our singers the ability to create their roles, not only for the live audience, but for the thousands who will experience them through audio and video recordings.